Good morning, everybody. This is Robert with Guitar Journeys. Excuse me. So I just got up and checked my hours. I only have 425 hours. It's crazy, man. I think 4,000 hours is a lot of hours. I don't even know. I mean, I guess some people make videos where people watch them a lot, over and over and over. But man, 4,000 hours is a lot, YouTube. For an old guy like me, that's a lot of hours. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get serious about this. I'm just going to start doing live, like, I don't know, man, all day or something. Till I can see that I'm getting some hours. So, y'all just going to hang out with me today. You're going to see what I do. Right now, I'm on my computer. So what I do, I'll share this with you guys. Okay, so the YouTube Studio app, if you guys use that app, it fills your phone up. It fills up the storage in your phone. And mine got so bad where I couldn't even make a video. So I had to do something a little bit different. So what I do now, okay, I deleted the YouTube Studio app because, like I said, it filled my phone up. And it took all the storage in my phone to the point where I couldn't even do nothing. So what I do now, I'm going to share this with you guys. So if any of you are having the same problem, this is how I do it. I use Google Drive. And what you do is you get the Google Drive app on your phone. I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like that. Let's see if we can see it. Really hard to show stuff on there. Okay, see it right there? That's Google Drive. Okay, so get the Google Drive app on your phone. And then on your computer, go to just, do a search on Google Drive. Okay, so in the app, in the Google Drive app, hi everybody, what's going on? Good morning. What you do in the Google Drive app is, well, it's not there right now. But usually there's a little plus button down here at the bottom. I don't know why it's not there right now. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, see that little plus button on the bottom? You push that little plus button, and then it'll ask for you to allow them to look, at your photos or your videos. And then you select which video you want to transfer. And then you have to upload it. And then you'll see it starting to pop up on your computer. So once you get it to pop up on your computer, then from there, you take, and there's like 3 little dots on the end. Click on those 3 little dots, and it'll come up that says download. Then you want to, uh-oh, my stupid dog is over here puking. Damn it. Damn it, Frankie, what the hell? I'm going to show you guys. My stupid dog went over there and puked on the floor. Go outside, dude. Jesus, man. Get out of here. That's gross. God dang it, Frankie. Yucko. So you see, being a musician, doesn't mean you don't have to clean up dog messes. Ugh. Frankie, that's gross, dude. Frankie has problems with the skin. Well, actually, it's more of an allergy problem. Like with food allergies. He gets to itching real bad. So I have to give him medicine every day so that he don't itch. Because he will literally scratch a hole in himself. And he sits around and licks his paws. And he actually will chew his toenails off. That's how bad it gets. So, you ready? Come on. Nope, he's not ready. Anyways, he will sit there and chew his toenails off. Because I guess it itches his toes real bad. So I just gave him his medicine a little while ago. And it made him sick. All right, y'all, we're coming back over here. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Uh-oh. My iPad fell out of this thing. Hey. Hang on a minute, guys. I'm gonna let you stare at the ceiling for a second. Hang on. I'm coming back. Here we go. Okay. All right. So. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Okay, so anyways. No, you guys can't see my computer, but I'm sitting here with my computer. Let's see. I guess I have to back you up a little further than that. But anyways, this is what I do when I get up in the mornings. I'll put you over here so you can see my computer. There you go. Okay, so in the mornings when I get up, I get up, I get me a cup of coffee, I let the dog out, I open up the doors, let a little sun come in, and then I start working on my computer. So what I do is I go out and I put on shows at nursing homes, and then my wife makes videos of me while I'm playing. Usually it's about 25, somewhere around 25, 26 songs that I play in, and usually I play about an hour and a half. And what I do after that is I come back and I transfer the videos from my phone to my laptop. And then I have to go into YouTube Studio and take those, all those videos, and I put them, I make videos, well, let me say it again. I take those videos, I transfer them to YouTube. And when you transfer a video to YouTube, you want to put in the description as much interesting stuff as you can. And then it's nice to like put the name of the song, the name of the person that wrote the song, the name of the person that sang the song, that performed the song. You know, you want to put like, when people are doing like searches on YouTube, when you put in the name of the person, the artist of the song, you know, let's just say like people go in there and they type in like Credence, right? Then your video will pop up. So you want to put as much information as you can, but I don't try to like overdo it, because I mean I don't think you have to put like that many. But this is what I do here. See, I make a list when I put the videos, when I transfer the videos from my phone to Google, or you know, into my computer, like when I download it. You have to watch a little bit of the video, enough to see like what video it is. Then I write it down, like the artist and the name of the song. Okay, so then you have to click on the little button. There's a little arrow up here in the YouTube Studio. That's so you can load the video up. Then you select the file. Then I go back and I look on my sheet of paper. I see which song it is, and then you upload it to YouTube. And you go back, and you have to. What I do is I do a Google search on that song and that artist. So the one that I clicked on was Hank Williams Jr. I think it's country folk, or Country Boys Will Survive. Let me see. Usually if you just type in a few words, it'll pop up. Country. Another way I do it too is I'll go to my Voices app. Hey man, what's going on? There's a lot of people in here. You guys want to say hi or good morning? Okay, so let's see. Let me look on my list here. A Country Boy Can Survive. That's the name of the song. A Country Boy Can Survive. Okay, so I go back to Google, and we'll type in a country. And see, I only put in a country, and the song popped up. So then I click on that, and there you go. There's the song and everything. So I have to type that in. And I type in the name of the artist. Hank. I'm not much of a typer, guys. Hank Williams. Okay, let's see. Let's make sure I spelled his name right. W-I-L-L-I-A-M-S. Hank Williams Jr. Hank Williams Jr. Okay, and then I do a couple of hashtags. And then I say I just, type that in. A Country Boy Will Survive. I'm not much of a typer, am I? I need a secretary is what I need. Uh-oh, it doesn't say will. It says can. Okay, a country boy can survive. Last time I put this video on here, it's been a couple of months. I done this song in another nursing home. And I didn't do very good. It's kind of weird. I mean, the songs that you think are going to do real good sometimes don't do that great. And then sometimes it's the other way around. I put on a song that I don't think people will like. Uh-oh. And it'll get more views than the songs that I thought would do good. You know, life's just backwards that way, man. That's just how it works. Hey, what's going on? Good morning, everyone. Williams Jr. Hey. You guys are probably laughing at how I'm typing. I'm not a secretary, I can tell you that for sure. But what I learned, you have to get these videos in here somehow. And if you just make short videos and you don't post the long videos, then you don't get any hours. Okay, I was doing that for a few months because the app, like I said, the YouTube Studio app filled my phone up, so I couldn't use it anymore. And then I tried a couple of different ways. I was using this one thing that was called, I kind of forget what it was called now. It was an app that you use to transfer files. And it's crazy because it was working really good. And then all of a sudden it stopped working. You know, they're always changing things constantly. Okay, now then. I got the artist in, I got the name of the song in. Sometimes I go up here, okay, like, it's on this here, it says 1981, so I'll put that in up on the top, on the title, I'll put that in. Kind of get people going. You know, if somebody was born that year, or they have some kind of a reason to why that date might be important to them, they might see that and say, oh, let me watch this. Okay, then I go to this Wikipedia. I don't know, you guys can't see that. It's Wikipedia on Google. And then it tells you all about this song. It says, A Country Boy Can Survive is a song written and recorded by American musician Hank Williams Jr. The song was released as a single in January 1982 and reached a peak of number 2 on the Billboard Hot Country Single Chart in March 1982. It is considered one of Williams' signature songs, even though it never reached number 1. Okay, so I don't want to put all of that, but I'm going to put a lot of that. Okay, so usually what I do is I just say, written by, let's see, okay, so I just say like written by Hank Williams Jr. instead of writing all that other stuff. Written by Hank Williams Jr. And then I'm going to say released. Let's see. Released in January. January 1982. Okay. And then I just say like, it reached to number 2. And I just say country charts. There we go. And my wife is texting me. They're having a party up at the nursing home today. And she wants me to go up there. So she's going to come pick me up about 1:30. Computer. Okay, so this is what I wrote. Hank Williams Jr., a country boy can, wait a minute, I wrote it too many times. Oh gosh, it says a country boy can, wow. I messed it up, guys. Okay. A country boy can survive. Written by Hank Williams Jr. Released in January 1982, it reached, let's take out the 2. That don't sound good. It reached number 2 on country chart. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, then we go up here. We put it in a playlist. We'll put it in a country playlist. And then we go over here, and my stupid dog is knocking at the door. When he wants in, he jumps up on the door, and he'll keep doing that until you let him in. He won't stop. I tell you what, being a dog owner is really a pain in the butt. Okay, so I just put that video on there. I gotta get my dog. Y'all chill out. What does this say? Hey, what's going on, man? Nice to see you. Good morning. That's my bluegrass buddy right there. Get up there, come on, jump. Oh, Frankie's getting a little bit older. Frankie's getting a little older, and he's having a hard time getting up on the couch. Go sit down. Okay, so I put that video on there. So what I do then, my system is pretty easy. I go over here and I make a little star. I make a little star next to the song that I put on there, so I know I put it on. See, I put a little star on there after I get it put on YouTube. That way I know what I put on there. Now, usually I do about two or three a day. So I want to try to find something that, something I haven't put on there too much. Okay, we're going to try. I got that one twice. Okay, that's crazy. Oh, I think I ended up playing it twice. There's a couple of women up at the hospital, and all they want to hear is Charlie Pride. I don't know, man. I don't get it. They got dementia, You know, most of them. I'll tell you what, since I put on that Hank Williams Country Boy Will Survive, I'll put on another Hank Williams to go with it. Um, this is Family Tradition, Hank Williams Jr. Okay, number 42. It's actually pretty easy to do once you get the hang of it. I mean, I was really freaking out when I couldn't get the, with the Studio app, it's so easy. You do everything on your phone. You just take the video right from your phone and just put it right on YouTube. It's too easy. But I was kind of freaking out when I couldn't use that app anymore. And then I tried connecting my phone to my computer, and I tried doing it that way, and it didn't want to go on there. And I'm not real computer smart. You know, I'm not like a... there's a lot to using a computer. If you don't have anyone showing you how to do it, it can be kind of overwhelming. Okay, let's type in Hank. Hank Williams Jr. Give it a couple of hashtags. Okay, family tradition. Let me make sure I write it, spell it right. Okay, ADITION, family tradition. Then I go down in the description. Okay, that's the title. Then I go down to the description. Okay, so then I do a Google search. If you guys want to say something, go ahead. I'm just chilling. I have only 425 hours, and I've been doing this for about a year and 6 months. So in order to get 4,000 hours, if I have to, I'm just going to put on the live stream and just let it roll. I mean, I really will just let it go for like, I don't know, several hours at a time, I guess, until my battery runs down. Because I am going to get my 4,000 hours, and I am going to get monetized on YouTube. That's how I'm going to make money, so that I can travel around and play my guitar at nursing homes and other places. You know, that's the plan. That's the plan for me. I want to travel around. My wife has 3 years. Her birthday's in July. And then from there, she has 3 years left. And then she's going to retire. And we're saving money to buy an RV. But our car, it's like new still, but it has almost 100,000 miles. But we've taken very good care of it. It's, you know, it looks like a new car. But it's broken down a couple of times. So it's getting to the point where I don't really trust the car all that much anymore. And I kind of wanting to get a new car. But, yeah. And in our house, there's always something that has to be done at the house. I mean, constantly. I have a list probably, oh God, man. There's enough work around this house to keep me busy for a lifetime. You know, it's an older house, and things always need to be fixed. They're always breaking down and wearing out. Okay. But I'd kind of like to sell the house, and I'd like to take the money from the house and buy a RV, an older one with low miles, for around maybe 50,000. I want a nice one because I want to travel around for about 15 years and play my guitar wherever I can play. I want to do street performing. I want to go play at the nursing homes, but I want to travel around and just play my guitar until I get too old to do it. Okay, so this has the date 1979. I'll put that up there. But I'd kind of like to get either rent a house. I'm kind of thinking that might be the route to go, would be to rent a house. I really like the idea of living in an apartment building. But I don't think the apartment building is going to like me playing my guitar all the time. And then, like, when I play loud, I wouldn't be able to play loud. That's, just, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I probably will rent a house. But I'm kind of tired of owning a home because it's a lot of responsibility, and I'm constantly having to work on the house. I'm either mowing the grass or painting something or working on like cement somewhere. Okay, so anyways, that's kind of my dream. That's kind of what I want to do. But I'm going to use the money that I make from YouTube to help pay for the gas. And, when you travel, you have to pay to stay the night somewhere. You have, okay, so you have that. You have the gas. You have to pay to stay somewhere. You have to pay to eat. That adds up. So this is my plan, is to get monetized on YouTube, and I get monetized on YouTube, then I can have a little bit of money. Okay, so we got Hank Williams Jr., Family Tradition, and it says written and recorded by musician Hank Williams Jr. Okay, so we'll write all that. We'll write most of that. Okay, I'm going to say this song was written and performed. I don't think I spelled that right. Performed by, and I'm going to spice it up a little bit. I'm going to say country music artist. And like I said, the more time you can type in the name of the artist is better, because when someone does a search on that, your video will hopefully pop up. Okay, this song was written and performed by country music artist Hank Williams Jr. in May I said of 1979. Okay. Okay, so it's saying that it was off of his Family Tradition album. So I'm gonna say um, from his Family Tradition album. And reached and uh-oh. I messed up there. I put a B instead of an R. Okay. And reached number 4. Number 4 on country charts. Country chart. Okay. Now I will double check it. Hey Ricky, what's going on, buddy? Good morning, my friend. I woke up this morning and I checked my hours with YouTube. And I've been doing this for about 1.5 years now. And I only have 425 watch hours. And I don't know if you know this or not, but you need 4,000 watch hours in order to apply to be monetized. And I'm not in a giant big hurry, but I'd at least like to get close to that number before I kind of mellow out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go live a bunch. So if I just literally have to just put it on and just leave it on all day, I will. Right now what I'm doing is I'm working on my computer. I'm putting my videos on the YouTube. I'm watching Scooby-Doo, drinking coffee, chilling with the dog, and putting videos on YouTube. Okay, this is what I wrote. Hank Williams Jr. Family Tradition. Okay, let's put a period after Family Tradition. Okay, this song was written and performed by country music artist Hank Williams Jr. in May of 1979 from his Family Tradition album. Let's take out and. I put in and, let's take that out. And I'm going to put in it. It reached number 4 on country chart. Let's say country charts with S. That sounds better. On country charts. Okay. Then we're going to go put it in a playlist. Country music. And then I go up here, and it says not for kids. And then they're going to check and make sure that it's okay to put it up there. It says the owner allows content to be used on YouTube. And then we go public. And then we publish it. And that's how you do it. And now the video's on YouTube. Okay, yeah, so I have this thing that I firmly believe that if you speak something, you put it in motion to happen. So I'm constantly saying stuff about being on the road, constantly saying stuff about being in an RV. And so I was telling my wife the other day, I said, yeah, I can see already. I'm going to be very busy out on the road. After we make the videos, I have to sit down and do all this stuff and put the videos on YouTube. And then I have to practice, and learn new songs and practice constantly. And then go put on the shows. Then after I get done putting on a show, maybe rest for an hour or so, and then go do some street performing. and make some more videos, and then post more videos, and then drive to another town. I'm going to be busy, man. But I also think that being busy like that is going to keep me younger and keep me healthier. Okay, so I put on 2 videos. Okay, so then what I do, I get my phone, because you have to use your phone to make shorts. I go over here to YouTube, and I take a look at the videos I put on here. Okay, there they are. Hank Williams Jr., Hank Williams Jr. I take a listen to them. I gotta do this real quiet or they'll copyright my... Okay, I just want to make sure that I want to make sure that it's the right song. Yeah, it's the right song. I will post those later when I'm done doing a live, because any little thing that YouTube picks up, they copyright you. They're real picky about that, man. The other day I had on WWE Wrestling Friday Night SmackDown, and I turned the camera around and showed the what it looked like, and sure enough, I got a copyright. So YouTube's real picky about what you do. Okay, so I got a software update, and I'm gonna let this thing do its thing. It's gonna update for a little bit. I'm gonna move this out of the way, and then I'm gonna get my guitar, and we're gonna do a... I'm gonna show you what I do in the morning when I first get my guitar. Let me set this thing out of the way. One thing for sure, man, doing all this stuff, I have plenty of cords everywhere. I have electrical cords, guitar cords, cords for my foot switches, cords for this, cords for that. If you go, like in my music room downstairs, I have to be very careful that I don't trip all over different cords. Hey, check it out, man. I got electrical cords and I got guitar cords. I literally got cords everywhere, man. All right, y'all, check this out. So, when I first, in the morning to get things rolling, I mean, this is my life, man. This is my life, y'all. Guitar is my life. I used to have a business in Colorado for 20-some years. I done drain cleaning. If you plug up your toilet or your kitchen drain or your sewer lines plugged up, I'm the guy. I had 3 vans. I had myself and my 2 sons working for me. And, oh boy, it got real stressful, man. Me and my boys were always arguing about something. Either one of them messed up one of the machines, or kinked the cable, or didn't do what they were supposed to do when they went to someone's house, or dented the van, or broke a windshield. It was just, man, I'll tell you what, the bigger we got, the more customers we got, the more stress I got. And I went to the doctor because I have a bad back and a bad neck. I went to the doctor to see if I could get some medicine. to help with the pain, because it got to the point where Tylenols and ibuprofen wasn't working. And I didn't go out every day. I had my two boys go out and do most of the work. And I sat at home and answered the phone and done all the invoices and ordered all the equipment. And we had a shop that I was renting, and I'd go to the shop and I'd do stuff over there, you know, work on the machines, clean them up, put in a new cable and stuff like that. I mean, you're constantly busy, man. When you have a business like that, you never stop working. You're always working, always, 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You never stop working. Even when you're actually not working, you're still working in here, and the phone is still ringing. So yeah, but on the slow days, we did have slow days where we only had like maybe one or two call, you know, for the day. My office was also where I kept my guitars. So when we had a slow day, I would just sit there and play guitar and study guitar, and yeah. But anyways, when I went to the doctor, it was a woman doctor, okay, and she was one of the best doctors that I've ever had. Honestly, she was spot on. She was sharp. She was smart, man. She looked at me and she said, "I can tell right now that you're under a lot of stress." And I said, "Yeah, yes, I am." And she done some tests on me. She did some blood tests. She did some other, I'm not for sure exactly what all she did, but she did do some other tests. And she said, you know, here's the thing, man. You keep going like you are right now, you're going to either have a heart attack or a stroke. You can't, we need to get you on some medication. You need to get, you know, do something to where you don't have so much stress. She goes, stress will kill you, man. I'm telling you, you're getting to that age, you're a little bit overweight, your blood pressure is off the charts, you've been taking too much of this ibuprofen, and I honestly felt like I was going to have a mental breakdown. That is really the truth. I got to the point where after 20 years of working like that, I just said, I can't do it no more. I told my two boys, I said, well, the one boy, it was my stepson. I said, I gotta let you go, man. You're causing too much problems between, you know, everything. You and him and my son were fighting all the time. And then, like having that extra employee to have to pay was causing a lot of problems, because I had to, not only did I have to pay him, but I have to pay his payroll taxes every month. So it was putting a big burden on us. And yeah, I just kind of slowed things down a little bit. And then I had to get out of there, man. Colorado was going crazy. I mean, like hundreds of thousands of people were moving in every week or every month. And so many people, you can't drive. You have to set at a stoplight like maybe 3 times, because that's how many people there were. You can't go to a restaurant. You go to the restaurant to go in and eat, and there's no place to park. You know, the parking lot was packed. And that's like every restaurant in town. And that's like on a Wednesday, right? So I told my wife, I said, you know what? I can't take this no more. We got to get out of here. I got to quit this business, or we got to get out of Colorado. I can't take it no more. I'm going crazy. I'm going to have a mental breakdown. I'm going to die of a heart attack. I said, let's just get out of here. So, yeah, man, we put our house up for sale, and we sold that house within a week. We had like 5 offers the first day. And about a week later, we accepted an offer. So we just started looking for a place in Kansas, and we found a place, and we sold our house, and we got over here. And hey, what's going on, man? Nice to see you. So anyways, we live in Kansas now, and things are real calm, and things are real mellow. My son took over the business, but he wasn't prepared to do like everything that you need to do. I kept telling him, you know, there's a lot to running a business. It's not just going out and doing the work. You know, I mean, that's only a small part of it. You have to at least send out the invoices, right? You have to make the invoice, you have to send it out, and you have to keep up on the supplies. You know, if you're low on this supply, you have to order it. If you need cable, you need to order it. And you order something, you need to pay for it. And you need to go to the accountant. You know, like at least once a month, you have to go to the accountant. You have to take the paperwork in there, you know, so they can do your payroll taxes and all that. I said, there's a lot to it, man. And sure enough, it was too much for him. You know, he was like 30, 31, somewhere around in there. He couldn't handle it. He ended up going broke. It was just too much for him. But he's off doing his own thing now, and you know, everybody's okay, and I'm retired, and the stress levels down to, you know, I still get a little stressed out, but so like this woman asked me the other day, she said, why don't you charge us when you come out here and play? And I said, well, I don't know. I don't want to make it into a business. Okay, I was in business for 20 plus years. I think it was about 22 years I was in business. And you have to, you know, you have to make out invoices. You have to follow up because people don't pay you, you know. You have to go ask for your money again. You have to, it's stressful, all the time stressful. So I told her, I know I could charge, but I don't want to. Because then I start making a job, then I start getting stressed out. So anyways, yeah. We have enough money right now, my wife and I. Our house is paid for. So we don't have to. Man, I haven't tuned this thing up in a couple of days, and the weather's been crazy over here. It really messed the tuning up on this thing. When it gets real humid, or when it gets real dry, it changes the tuning. That's one of the things I like to do. Excuse me, y'all. I really ought to go out and mow the grass, but I don't feel like it. I'm gonna put next spring. I'm gonna have someone come and take all the grass out of the front of the front on the other side of the sidewalk. There's an area that's about maybe 20 feet wide and about maybe 60 feet long. I'm gonna have someone come and take all that dirt and grass out of there, and I'm gonna put rock in it. And I would like to we have a little front yard. I mean, it's pretty small, it's not real big. I'd like to put artificial grass in there. I don't like going out and mowing the grass. this is what I do just to get kind of warmed up. After I've done the computer work, I'm having a little bit of coffee. I do maybe like a little bit of that, maybe a little bit of this. Ah, come on now. Ooh, you can't see what I'm doing. All right, so I do a little something like that and maybe do some scales. Did you guys hear the difference in that? I went from a minor to a major. So check it out, because you can hear the difference. And that's something that if you're a guitar player, you need to train your ear. It's funny because it never fails, man. It never fails. Every time I go somewhere to play, never fails. Someone says, oh, my brother or somebody I know plays guitar, but they play by ear. Oh, like that's so special, you know? I tried just to say, oh, that's nice. That's so nice, you know? Every musician plays by ear, okay? We all play by ear. At some, you know, in some form. Every musician plays by ear. We'll leave it at that. But you have to train your ear, right? Your ear has to get trained. And one of the things that you have to train your ear to is when you're playing in a scale, you have to be able to tell. And I'm getting there. I'm not there. I'm getting there. You have to train your ear to know, like when you're in a major, when you're in a minor. All right, check this out. I'm gonna play A. This is a pentatonic scale, and I'm gonna play box 1 as a minor, box 2 as a major. Now, see if you can tell the difference. Okay, I'm gonna play the minor first. That's minor. Now I'm gonna play the major. The difference is very subtle. I mean, it's if you didn't know, if I didn't tell you that I was playing something different, you probably wouldn't notice it. And it's very hard to say that's a major or that's a minor by listening. Most people won't get it. They won't even know there's a difference. But when you're the one doing it, you need to know. All right? So I'm a blues guy. I like playing blues music. I like listening to blues music. Part of blues music is that they go in and out of the major and the minor. Something to kind of listen for is when they're on the one chord, they'll play a major. When they're on the 4 and the 5 chord, they'll play a minor. So, yeah, I play like, okay, if the song is in, let's say the song's in an A major, right? Then I usually play in an A major when I'm soloing. But then it clicks in my head. I say, hey, dude, you need to throw in a major. I mean a minor, right? You need to do some minors. So then I'll try to like switch over and play minor a little bit, but then usually it kind of like messes me up. It's hard to get back, you know, to where I want to be. But what I do, okay, so this A down here, right here, all right, if you play on this side, if you play on that side of that A, then you're going to get a major sound. And all this is the same for every note. Okay, if you play on that side of it, you know, towards a headstock, you're going to get a major sound. If you play on this side of it, you're going to get a minor sound. So, like here with this A, right? You could go like maybe any box will work. Let's do a 3, okay? All right. Now if you go over here and you do it with that's pretty noticeable. Okay, that's a major. Okay, now if you do it here. That's a good way to train your ear. Listen to that back and forth. There's one guy that gives guitar lessons on YouTube. I like the guy's playing style. I like the way the guy gives lessons. But he tells people to stop practicing your skills. Okay. Don't ever stop practicing your skills. Okay? Don't do that. Because your skills is how you solo. That's how you solo, man. That's how everybody solos. Is by using your skills. Yes, you can do it without skills. If you can learn how to navigate through the fretboard without playing scales, you can do it. But when you play with the scales, it'll sound better. Haha. So let's see. Say you're here and you're gonna play box 4, right? Okay. Let's go to the A. Let's go to the A. You're gonna play box 4. Then you go over here and play on this side of it. You're gonna play box 3. See, 3, 4. Back to the 4. And then from there, you're going to go to box 2. Back to 3. Back to 4. And then over here, you're going to play box 5. If you stay in your scales, it sounds better and you don't make no mistakes. When you get out of the scales, you know, you venture onto your own, off on the, I don't know, you get off the interstate and you get on the highway, right? The back road. And you get a clunker, then, you know, you just get a clunker, man, that's it. There's a clunker. See that clunker? Sometimes if you miss a note, it don't sound bad, but most of the time it does. And you know, things that sound horrible to you might not sound too bad to people that are listening to you. Okay, I just need to set this back a little further so you guys can see what I'm doing. After I go through some scales, then I start practicing my my cage system. Man, it's hard to get that thing back far enough. Wow, I have to go to another room. Okay, all right. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm hanging out in my pajamas. That's one of the pluses about being retired. Okay, so I've done a few riffs. I've done a few scales. Normally, you know, if I wasn't doing like a recording, I would do my scales a lot longer. I usually spend at least a half an hour, maybe an hour doing scales. Then I start doing my cage system. Hey, what's going on, man? Nice to see you. I start doing the cage system. I start with the C. Okay, I know it's hard to see my fingers and everything, but the cage system, it's the basics of the cage system is pretty easy, right? C-A-G-E-D, caged. And then what you do, because they're all based off of open shapes, right? Here's your C, right? There's your A. I play my A's like that. Okay, C, A. I always have a hard time once I start trying to think of it. Okay, and then the G, there's a G right there. Some people play it like this. Either way is fine. Okay, C, A, G, E, and D. Okay, so this is C in a C shape. This is C in an A shape. This is C in a G shape. On the G, it's really hard to try to get a G shape to come out like this. All right, let me explain something. This up here, this is your nut, right, for your strings. Okay, when you're playing an open chord, that's fine. When you move away from that, see, it sounds bad. So what you have to do is you have to bar it with this finger. That's how you get bar chords. See, you have to use this finger to push down on down to make it sound good. Without that, it sounds bad. So it's the E shape, but this E shape you can move everywhere. See, that's an F, that's a G, an A, B, C, E, and E. Okay, so C and the C, C and the A, C and the G. And like I say, it's almost impossible to make a G like that and to make it sound good. So what you do on this G is you can either play the top part or you can play the bottom part. Okay, a lot of people play the bottom part like this. And if you watch, especially country people, you will see them playing a chord like this. It don't look like this because they got their fingers up here, right? But that's what they're doing. Okay, you have a C right here, and you have a C right here. No, wait a minute. B, C, right there's your C. B, C. Okay, so when you cover that C, and you cover this C, you get a C chord. I always go up one, it gives a little better sound. But see, that's a C, that's a B. C, D, and E. You want to make sure you have 4 frets in there. Okay. All right, so let's start over. C, A, G, and you can go both. You can do both. This is the top end of a G. This is the bottom end of a G. Okay, and then E, and then the D. This is a D shape, the C chord in a D shape. And that, my friend, is the basics of the Cage system. All right, because every note is going to be like that. Okay, that was the C, right? Then you go and you do the A. Okay, there's the A. That's the A in the A shape. When you go to A, and then you go to G. So you go like this. That's another A. Or you play the top of the A, like that. Okay, that's you're in the A shape. You're in the G shape. Then you're going to go to the E shape. Okay, from the E shape, you're going to go to the D shape. That's a weird thing to do like that. But you just take how you make a D, change your fingers. When you move it, you add the bar. Okay, so you're in the A. That's your A right there. And that's in the D. And then you start over with the C. So you do a C shape right here. Okay. Then you go back. I got kind of lost. Okay. The D. The E shape. The C shape or G shape. And then the A shape. And then every chord is like that. All the way, you do every chord that's, every chord that's in the Cage, you do that. The E, see, there's the E. Over here, here's the E right here. And then you do the C shape E. Okay, so for me, I got the bar chords down. They call this the 6th string bar chord. They call this the 5th string bar chord. I got those down pretty good. I'm going to show you this. This is the A. This is A7. This is A minor. With this is the D. This is a D7. This is a D minor. So you get a lot of real estate. I mean, you get a lot of chords out of the 6th string and the 5th string bar chord. You can get a lot of chords out of that. I mean, if you didn't learn any more chords than that, you'd be fine. Honestly, you could play like that all your life. But what happens is when the song is moving up and down, like the pitch of the song, you're going to have like an E up here, and then you're going to have an E here. Well, if you make an E right here, it's kind of in the middle. See? And then you have another E down here. But you can't really use that too much. On electric guitar you can a little bit better, but on acoustic that's really hard to do. So then I do my cage system, you know. I go through that. I'm working on these, adding this one. I want to get good at this chord here. Also, if you do a C shape like this, okay, like up here is a C, and then you put your pinky down on the G string, you get a C7. Or you can do that all the way down. Actually, they call it up, all the way up. Hey, what's going on, man? Nice to see you. Country Roads. I do play that song. Okay, then that's a D, see? C7, D7, E7, F7, see? E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. When you go this way, your in-betweens are going to be flats. When you go this way, your in-betweens are going to be sharps. But we'll do it like this. D, D flat, D, D sharp. Okay. All right, so I done some riffs, I done some scales, I worked on my cage system. This is all just getting warmed up. This is what I do every day. I do it every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. Okay. So after I'm done doing that, I got a little Bluetooth speaker over here. I connect to that. I usually connect to my big speaker and plug in my Acoustasonic, but I have my Acoustasonic downstairs. So, I got a little Bluetooth speaker over here. I connect to that.
80%. Connected to iPhone.
And this thing, for some
iPhone
reason,
disconnected. Ready to connect.
for some reason, you have to do that twice, or it doesn't want to work.
Connected to iPhone.
It didn't used to be like that, but it's been like that lately. Okay, so I go over here. I'm going to pull up a jam track. Some people call them backing tracks. Some people call them jam tracks. And I got like, I don't know. I have one in G, B, A, G, E, B flat. We'll go with the A. So we'll put on this jam track. So what you want to do, you want to find your A's. And that's what you work off of, your A's. Did you hear that clunker? That's why I say don't ever stop practicing your skills. Okay, all that's in a minor. We're going to switch and play in a major for a while. So, check it out. We've done our riffs, done our scales, done our cage system, done our jam track. So then, I usually play along with music, but I can't do that on a live video because they'll copyright it. But that's how I get the day started every day. So I'm gonna practice these chords a little bit. These are new to me, so they don't sound very good yet. When I get them mastered, then they'll sound good. I've been practicing that for over a year. I will get it eventually. I had a guy, young kid, about a week ago, I think, on one of my live recordings. There was a guy that said he had been playing for 4 years and he was thinking about quitting because something about the theory was getting too much for him. But, I just kind of give him a little boost up. I said, so here's the thing, man. This is a main thing about playing the guitar. Okay, I'm going to throw in that. It's my opinion, okay, because it's my opinion. It's not a fact. I mean, it is kind of a fact, but it's my opinion. Two main things about playing the guitar, and I'm going to say this is probably true to any instrument. You have to practice all the time. All right? The more you practice, the better you're going to get. Plain and simple. And the other thing about it, don't give up. Okay? If you're going to give up or if you're going to quit, then you're done. All right? Practice, practice, practice. Don't give up. That's the two main things about playing an instrument. when you're playing a guitar though, and you're studying, and you're practicing, and your head's about to, you know, to the point where where you're saying, I don't get it, I'm having a hard time, I give up. Okay, do this. For a day or two, just do fun stuff. Put the studying to the side, put the practicing to the side. Okay, the guy was 4 years in. He should at least know his open chords. Take your open chords, 3 chords. I swear to God, 3 chords, man. Watch. G, C, D. Those 3 chords right there. You can play hundreds of songs with just those 3 chords. Okay? You can Google easy songs with 3 chords. And you're going to see tons of songs with 3 chords. The G and the C and the D is a very popular 1, 4, and 5 chord, right? G, A, B, C, that's 4. D is 5, okay? G, C, see how I'm making it? There's a G, that's a C, just go down 1 string. And then the D. So, find you some songs that have 3 chords. I know some songs that's only got 2 chords. It doesn't have to be fancy. And then just have fun for a couple of days, right? And then when the storm's over, and you get past that, then get back into it a little bit. But don't overwhelm yourself. Don't overdo yourself. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. Yes, you have to study. Yes, you have to practice. The more you know, the more things make sense. Okay? If you don't learn, like how to read a little music, you know, you could read tablature, which is a lot easier than reading music. Tablature is music that's written for guitar players only. It's a lot easier than learning how to read the traditional music. Learn a little bit of it. It's not going to hurt you. It's not that hard. It's not going to hurt you. When someone says, you know, so-and-so, my friend so-and-so, they play by music, they play by ear, they're so, you know, special. You don't have to tell them anything, but look at it like this. If you just speak English, you don't never learn how to read English, right? Same thing with music, man. If you're gonna play music, you need to understand a little bit about the music, you know, reading it. You learn like, like for an example, when you play a song, you play a part, and then it has a little repeat deal in there. You need to learn like that's what that is, right? To repeat it. There are just certain things when it tells you to bend it, a half bend or a whole bend, or a quarter bend, or a hammer on, pull up. When you have like, if you learn how to count it, you know, you don't have to be perfect to count it. But when you see the gaps in the music, you know that it's not going to be like, okay, here and then right there. You're going to give a little space, a little common sense. right, y'all. See, I tried throwing in my new chord. It doesn't sound good yet. When you're learning something new, it's not going to sound perfect. This chord here is pretty easy. The only thing that's different about this chord is I'm used to going off of this string and this string. Right, the 6th and the 5th. So on this chord, I'll be going off of this string. So that's different. But I know what they are. But this E shape. Oh, there you go. It's starting to sound good. You have to figure out, your brain has to accept it, right? It's something new. Your brain doesn't want to make room for it, but after you practice it for a while, your brain's going to adjust to that. And yeah, I haven't used it in a show yet, because I know it's going to make a clunker noise. But I want to add that chord. There's a few other chords that I want to learn. But yeah, it's a learning process, man. You're not going to learn it all in one day. You're not going to learn it all in 1 year. I've been doing this for 15 years, and I'm not even a quarter of where I want to be. So I've still got a lot of work and a lot of practice ahead of me. My first goal when I first started playing the guitar, my first goal was to get good enough to play in the nursing homes. That was my first goal. Well, I take that back. I this is kind of mean to say. I had two of my buddies that play guitars, and my first goal was to be better than them, and I did that. In my opinion, I did that. They got more experience than I have, by a long ways. They've been playing years and years longer than I have. But I feel like I know more about music than they do. And I feel like I can play better than they do. I'm not going to tell them that. I hope you guys ain't watching. My other goal, and more my main goal, was to be able to put on a show at nursing homes. And I reached that goal. So my goal after that is to start performing out in the world for just normal, regular people. You know, not older people. I mean, them older people don't see a lot of excitement. They don't have a lot of entertainment. So it doesn't take a lot to impress them. That's kind of how I feel about that. I mean, I'm happy doing it because it brings a lot of happiness to those people. And it makes me happy. I like it, you know. I like going out there and I like playing. It makes me feel like I'm really somebody because, you know, they love it when I go, man. They love to watch me play my guitar. But I want to go out and play like maybe like a car show, or like just doing street performing. So I got a long ways to go. I want to get a lot better before I start doing that. The song that I'm going to play, like when I do like street performing and stuff, I'm going to play the same songs that I play at the nursing homes, but I'm going to play other songs too. Like, I'm a big Eric Clapton fan. Yep, I got a long ways to go, man. And a short time to get there. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. I need to go use the restroom. I need to get my dog something to eat. I need to get me something to eat. And then I'm gonna go downstairs and jam out for a while. And then I'm gonna go to a little party that they're having at 2 o'clock in the nursing home. I'm not gonna play or anything. I'm just gonna go eat cake. Oh, I love eating cake, man. All right, y'all. Hey, thanks for coming and thanks for saying hi. I appreciate it. And tonight at 7 o'clock, I'm having a live deal at 7. So, you know, Wednesdays at 7 and Fridays at 7 and Saturday morning at 11. Okay? So, I think Saturday morning I'm going to change the strings on my Martin. If y'all want to check that out. I haven't changed the strings on that thing in probably about 4 or 5 years, but I hardly ever play it. And I put heavy gauge on it because I was doing a acoustic slide course. And I thought that was a good idea to do that, but turns out it wasn't that great of an idea. It's hard to play an acoustic guitar that has 12 gauge strings on it. It takes a lot of pushing the strings to get a sound to come out. So I got some 10s, and I'm going to put some 10s on it. All right, y'all. Check y'all later, man. Have a good day. I will see you later tonight. Peace out.